So today is March the 25th. It's a lovely Tuesday afternoon spring, just around 58 degrees Fahrenheit. And I just wanted to highlight three of these short video excerpts. So this morning, the PNC led a protest outside of GECOM. The Vice Chairman, Vince Roy Jordan, stepped up to the plate and spoke to the media, explaining the reasons for the protests. And two of those main reasons are the PNC wants a new voters list as well as biometrics. But as far as I read, GECOM is saying that time is too short for that. They don't have the time. So I was not aware that they were doing this for the last 5 years, as you would hear the Vice Chairman Jordan saying. Meantime, I look back at the BABU John video, especially the one with the Vice President Jagdeo. Jagdeo's warning PPP supporters not to be complacent, not to let their guard down. He's saying that there are some invisible forces working behind the scenes. And if the party supporters are not vigilant, the opposition can make inroads in terms of the elections. You can look at the video, the excerpt, and judge for yourself. Also, lawyer and now road contractor Charrandass Persaud had his say. He's saying that he's going to play a part in preventing a return of the coalition. He spoke about the reasons why he did what he did. Remember, to some PPP supporters, Charan is a hero, and to PNC supporters, Charan is a Judas. But Charan says he does not want to see the return of the coalition. And in this brief excerpt, you're going to hear Charan speaking the reason why he's doing what he's doing. And it's a pity he did what he did in India. He could have been ambassador or high commissioner in India. But you guys can watch these three short excerpts and make your own judgments. Have a pleasant Tuesday evening.
Good afternoon again to our viewing audience. This afternoon we're here at GECOM once again, which we've been doing for almost 5 years. And our main aim this afternoon, like the other days, is to ensure that we have a clean voters list, as my placard is saying, and biometrics for the general and regional elections. It is quite clear that GECOM is bent to its chairperson, Justice retired Claudette Singh, not to pay attention or to speedily bring a resolution to this need of a clean voters list and biometrics. But one must note that we cannot help but overemphasize that the list that we're talking about is the very list that had or caused the Vice President of Guyana, the sitting Vice President BHARAT Jagdeo, to apologize to a family over the name of a dead woman who appeared as a nominator in the last elections. That was the local government elections being held just over about 2 years ago. Jagdeo, as General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, had to go to the public, take to the family, and say to them that he apologized for a dead woman's name being on the list as a nominator for persons who were running within the Woodlands NDC in West Babis. The woman whose name appeared on the list, Jagdeo had, apart from that, persons who used thumbprints as signatories on his PPP list as nominators. Apart from those, we have persons who were overseas and they signed as nominator or purported to sign as nominators on that PPP list and several other lists across the country. And so when you take that alone into context and understanding that the list is heavily bloated, we cannot go into another election with that very list. We cannot go into another election without biometrics. And so we call again as a political party, as a joint opposition upon GECOM to ensure that we have a clean voters list and biometrics.
That we are fighting against an invisible enemy. You don't see the opposition as prevalent as they were before. But do not be deluded. If you grow arrogant and if you don't put in the hard work, we can have surprises. They are invisible. They're not doing much, but quietly they continue to spread the racist messages that they have grown accustomed to using in campaigning. First of all, they're talking to quietly in the communities, saying the PPP is a racist party, and then they're trying to shame Afro-Guyanese who have consciously seen this party as the only party of the future. They're trying to shame them by calling them names to keep them away from us, because they know once we go stronger in the Afro-Guyanese communities in this country, the PPP becomes even more invincible than we are today. So we have to be cautious about this. We have to ensure that this quiet campaigning doesn't work by exposing them to what they're doing. They call Afro-Guyanese the vilest names. Now,
a pleasant good day to all you wonderful people out there. It has been a while since I've been listening to all the raving and the ranting and the ramblings from various political leaders. My focus right now will be strictly on the AFC. First of all, I said this on a number of occasions, the AFC self-destruct. When I was part of the AFC, we campaigned and we made promises that we could not or did not even remotely kept. And so the people felt that they were cheated, and justifiably so. I was in Parliament sitting as a member of the AFC, and you know the rest of that story. It is because men like Nagamutu, Ramjatan, Trotman, Patterson, and the lady Kathy Hughes, I don't know if you want to call her a lady, but that's fine for now. They were all part of a team that were hungry for power. And so they came into the coalition with all kinds of dreams. Nagamutu in particular, he said so many times that Cherry Jagan wanted him to be the leader, and BHARAT Jagdeo was chosen. This man was obsessed with the fact that he was not the presidential candidate in the election which BHARAT Jagdeo won, actually. And so when we were in Parliament, we were sitting there. Nagamutu would tell you, as Prime Minister and literally head for our group, look, when this man starts talking, we will all walk out. And all kinds of childish remarks would be made by this man. He had a wonderful, and I'm saying this because I've known him for many years, political career. And he seemed as he was a champion then for the working class. All of that went out the window. What did we do as AFC? We made promises that were not kept. We closed the sugar estates. Now, you might want to say, yeah, the PPP closed the estates before. But what we did is we closed all the sugar estates in Guyana and put about 30,000 sugar workers on the breadline. Assuming a family of 4, husband and wife and 2 children, 30 times 4 would be 3 4s, 12, 120,000 people we forced to starve in the country. And you know what? We seem very happy about it. Today you have Nigel Hughes, who, don't forget, let's ask him what part he had in this no confidence. 33 is not bigger than 32. You have to have an absolute majority. Where in the world, my 5-year-old grandson will tell you that 33 is bigger than 32. But that went all the way to the CCJ, and our Chancellor still acting, well, she's a good actress, I guess, Yonette Cummings and Don Gregory Barnes, they got a lesson in mathematics from the CCJ. And you know what? They're still sitting as judges. When I make such silly mistakes at a high-ranking judge, I think I would have resigned. They should resign. But they're still there. I don't know what else they plan to do. But I will not forget, and I don't want you, the people out there, to forget what the AFC did to Guyana. And I'm saying the AFC because I don't care. The PNC is PNC. You know what they're going to do. But we as AFC, we had support from both sides of the fence. And I say both sides of the fence. PPP supporters came on board. PNC supporters came on board. We had what could have been the political party of Guyana that the people would have loved.